Stadium in Fort Worth. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Ammon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throw it, say it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This offense has it with really good field position. The give on the option. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Going to the run. It's Payne. Here's a little room there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Craig. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. David, but then the mistake just crushed him.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses, every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
On the run, it's Jackson. Breaks the tackle. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Jackson. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayet. Connection to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sayet hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And it's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finds some fresh air. Makes it past the marker. He's loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They hope to catch the offense being overly aggressive with the screen, but they got nothing. They got less than nothing and had to like it.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's just players making plays. I mean, guys that see that and read it, it's just kind of a knack. It's kind of a feel. You feel the screen, break on the football, go make a play, get a big tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Say it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing. Say it. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to scramble. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Craig. Pressure coming. Going right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? On target. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Sayin. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 13 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's BYU, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown. Buckeye. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers now. Obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Craig. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working on the right. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to move. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Open on the left side is Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There's a crease. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires left side at Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Saying back to the air. Gets it to the back. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Craig. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Finding some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
Snags it, and there's running room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Second down.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Craig. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Dropping back, it's Craig. The offense coughs it up. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the field.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Say it. Smith with the grab over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Flips it out in the flat. Powers through the defender. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Throw it, say it. The screen, he's got wheels. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. On the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking left. Got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he makes the extra point. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Craig. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go right back downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Fires quickly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go in.